Alright, welcome to segment 2 of week 8's update. And this update segment is going to be, as I said before, about the midterms at Soonchunhyang University. Now, I've talked before about how the classes here, there's not a whole lot of homework to be had. Even in the Korean language classes, it's mostly just review this vocabulary and we'll have a quiz over it. And a lot of that is just plain review for me. The other classes, not really any homework per se. Cinema class, we have group presentations. There's 4 groups, so every group goes like once every 4 weeks. So being that we have 12 films, every group goes 3 times in a semester, which is fine. We have another one this week, so it's been kind of hectic to try and get everything together in 1 week. Not too hard, but just a lot of running around, having meetings and such. But there's a lot of presentations as part of your classes here. Apparently that is more of a Korean-style college course, because talking to one of my exchanges today, she said that, yeah, they have a lot of PowerPoint presentations that they have to do as part of their classes. So if you're going to study abroad in Korea, be prepared for that. At least here at Soonchunhyang, you don't need a super amount of detail. You just know what you're talking about, give a few facts, and then if there's any questions afterwards, then you can go into more detail. Don't worry about it too much if you're in a group, because you only have about 10 minutes for your presentation. You got 4 people, so you only get to talk for 2.5 minutes. It goes by very, very fast. So just touch on the basics is my advice. Midterm-wise, again, not even really any exams as we're used to in the US, like a written exam with the essays and multiple choice and all that stuff. Most of it is the effective equivalent of take-home exams. History, we had a 3 to 5 page double-spaced essay on history of the land versus history of people, which is basically breaks down to the historical approaches used in Korea and, say, China. The difference being that history of the people, which is what Korea focuses more on, ignores national boundaries. It's more about the experience of the people as a whole, no matter where they were, which is important in Korean history because you have kingdoms like Balhae, which controlled large parts of southeastern Manchuria, which is now part of China, obviously. History of land is more of territory that was either at one time or currently controlled by a country. It's like what China uses. Apparently they've tried to claim Genghis Khan as Chinese history, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense since he was actually Mongolian. But it's also similar to what the major Western approach to history is, really. The history of what happened within our borders, especially in the United States. That's very big. In our cultural internship class, we have a maximum 3-page paper about just our experiences here, and like one good thing, one bad thing, give examples, that sort of stuff. Again, double spaced, not too hard. For the cinema class, it's just, as a group, make a 5-minute video, or minimum 5-minute video, about some sort of cross-cultural experience. Shouldn't be too hard again. The only exams that I have are in the Korean language classes, which shouldn't be too hard. It's probably similar to the assignments, the in-class assignments we've had, where it's just like question and answer and complete a phrase in a conversation with proper grammar and such. Surprisingly, there is an exam in the traditional Korean drumming Samunori class, but it's just to perform what we've learned so far, and since we practice the same stuff every week, it shouldn't be too hard. I myself play the smaller, rounder drum called the puk, and there's a certain part of the, I don't know if you'd call it a song, but the routine that we've learned, where it's only the puk, and the instructors asked who wants to be the leader, who wants to be the master puk, and so I volunteered. So now I kind of have my own personal nickname of Master Puk, which sounds like kind of a weird superhero or martial arts master or something. It's kind of cool. But yeah, not a whole lot in the way of actual Western style exams. So after Tuesday next week, pretty much I'll have no class. There's no classes really during midterms week. The cinema class, I think we do meet just to view everybody's 5-minute video projects and then discuss them. That's not hard. Korean class, we only meet on Tuesday, not on Friday, so Friday's a free day. Wednesday, I don't have any classes. There's no exchange, another free day. Monday, we don't meet for any classes because it's midterms week, and I've already submitted my history paper, working on the one for the cultural internship class. That is due midnight next Thursday. It'll probably be done before then. So yeah, after, say, Thursday morning, free time. I think we're going to be taking a trip as a group somewhere. Find out probably next week. I may be going to a concert on Friday, so if I do, I'll be sure to put that in my text blog so that you can all see what a Korean concert's like. Right? Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. I know there's not a whole lot of people viewing these videos, but if you are viewing them, tell other people, get other people watching it. And thank you for watching, as I said before. 안녕히 계세요.